New York, and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning. On Hot 97.
Ebro in the morning, Laura Styles, Rosenberg. Give it up, Anderson
Yeah.
Paak.
Yes, Lord.
You know what I mean? You got a new program on Beats One Apple Music. You got a new album. You Millie Rock. You got your Millie Rock together. You looking sturdy out here.
Super sturdy Millie Rock.
So let's focus on the album first.
Yeah. November 16th, Oxnard. Had to get it blasted.
Oh,
on.
wow.
New
Fresh,
tag,
new
new
ink.
tag life, new Saran wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Feel me?
That's fresh.
Yo, you are a turned up individual. After all the years of knowing you, I didn't realize how much of a naturally, ready to get
Positive.
it popping,
Hey, life is
positive
made
dude.
to be lived, man. And, it's short out here, man. I'm trying to live it up, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm having fun, man.
How did you stay so positive as a creative? Because I know, and I watch other artists, but maybe you can help people out. It feels like this Oxnard album, like you're even posting on your gram, mastering done, album out, mix done. But it read to me as somebody who works with a perfectionist like Dr. Dre and that whole world, it's a hard thing to get it perfect and get it right for what Dre and you and want it. How hard is that process for you?
It's pretty tough. I mean, we're both perfectionists. We both Aquarius, our birthdays are a few days from each other. So we're both going back and forth. He's like, yo, I think this should be done. And I'm like, same way. We up till 4 a.m. trying to figure out little minute things. So, but the thing with him is he's from a different world. Like, he's not used to showing all the whole process. You know what I'm saying? He's used to don't leak anything and all this stuff. And I'm
now
like,
we live in a world of transparency,
They want to see this, bro. Like, they need to know, you're a human too, So I try to bring him into that world too. And he has a lot of trust in me. So I'll be like, let's just go on live real quick and just fuck around, And then he'll fuck around and leak the name of the project.
You
You
don't want to go that far,
yeah,
bro.
chill, big homie. And and I'll be like, we done again? All right, cool. It's cool if I post this. But he'll also turn up on me like, nigga, on my mama, don't be posting nothing that got me in it, my nigga. Like, if I'm in it, make sure you clear it with me first. So I was like, checking in with him. But I love that whole process, just learning from each other. But we're both 100% invested and into it. So, and it's fun. It's not no pressure. Like, he ain't pressuring me to be like, you need a single right now, and we got to get these streams up, or none of that. He just having fun. He ain't gotta do this. He just do it because he love it. And it's like, I'm making the best music of my career, so I'm just excited about it.
Why do you think this is the best music of your career?
It's just at the time it's just timing, I think. When you get into a state where you're comfortable with what you do, super confident, and you're not chasing nothing, and you're getting to just put everything, all your time into it. Creative bliss is what I called this album. It was like I got to work with all the people I wanted to work with, new people that I didn't even know, and it's just all these circumstances are perfectly timed right now, and it wasn't like that before.
Who are some of those people?
I mean, Dr. Dre, of course, my band, the Free Nationals. I got to work with Ninth Wonder again, Pusha T, Kendrick, J. Cole, Snoop, Q-Tip.
Damn.
Dope new artists, Norel, Sonia Elise, who was on the last one, Coco Sarai.
Sonya's from Newark. She's dope.
Yeah.
She'll get her time soon.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. She's super dope. I got to work with, again, just amazing writers and producers. A lot of my other albums were, I was like the head, of everything. And it was like, I was writing 100% and, had my hand in a lot of the production. And then this album was cool because I got to it was like a conversation with different writers and producers. And I got to get more in the okay, try this and try that and kind of produce from afar and just, I don't know, it was dope. It was really cool.
How did you discover some of the newer artists that you were working with?
Through Dre, I was on tour. I thought I was done with the album. I went on tour for 2 months, and I came back with the album, and he was like, okay, you 80% done. I was like, damn.
I thought it was 100% done.
Yeah. So I was stuck. I was like, damn. So I had to go back, and he was like, you need to work with me, man. I ain't got to get in with you and work with his producers and his writers and stuff. So I was like, cool. So I booked another 2-3 weeks and ended up getting a whole new album. And in that 2 weeks, I met Mel, I met Jay Pounds, and I met Coco, who was another writer. But she's an artist, but she was writing for him at the time. And she's from Brooklyn and Jamaican, and just like she was almost like my muse. And it was just dang, man, and just other. I usually meet other artists from like different artists I work with too. You know, they put me on as different,
Right.
you know, singers and stuff like that. But that was one of them for sure. That was like blew me away.
Anderson .Paak, the Paak House, the new program on Apple Music Beats One. I was invited in, guys.
Yeah,
That's big.
I went in.
Feel me?
You know what I'm saying? It was definitely some weed was handed to me on the way in.
Okay.
Oh,
You know
that's
what
the
I'm
vibe.
saying?
It's more of
A beverage
Yeah.
Okay.
was placed in front of me. Some tequila. He sips the finest tequilas, and he wanted to troll me about Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, you doing interviews out
Yeah,
here?
no, he was sitting down trying to really troll me about Tekashi. I was like, wow.
I was
So
just wondering how you felt because you know you get your name is on the records and everything, and wanted to know if you.
that's not what. That's not how it came out.
Oh,
He
yeah?
was like, so what's up with you and 6ix9ine?
Oh, he went right in.
Yo, yeah, no, he was
I
really
learned
trying
from
to.
y'all, man.
He was really trying to do an interview.
I was wondering when the response was gonna come out, if he was making any money from it or anything.
Yo, you
man.
saw my bars?
I
you
saw
saw
it.
my
Yeah,
Yeah, you
bars?
said that's
And
it.
Yo,
you
it's
showed
been
me how to
quiet
segue.
since you know, hit him with the rakaka.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I mean? It's been quiet out
It's
here.
tough to get up after that.
It is.
You know, he didn't have a way to get
Body
up.
bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was ready for it.
But I was talking to him during the convo, which you could get on Apple Music, and I was telling him that he's, and we talk about this, that he's the R&B like voice texture of what Kendrick Lamar is to hip hop, right? But you also deal with real topics too, like Kendrick does. So he had to stun on me, calls Kendrick while I'm sitting
wow,
there.
okay.
Yo, Kendrick, we on the radio.
Well, yeah, come on. That's what he has. You got to use what's in his arsenal.
Right,
Yo, I didn't know
right.
he was gonna flex like that.
Hey, bro, you never know.
Yo, he was like, yo, K-Dot, what's good? Come on the radio. Then once Kendrick heard that I was on with him, he hung up.
He
the phone.
hung up.
Yeah,
Quick.
of course.
He was like, yeah, nah, we're not doing that right now.
Not yet. No.
He got off the line quick. Yo, did you ever talk to him after
He
that?
ain't hit me since.
Damn.
Can't
Yo, I've been
really
known
mean
to
no
fuck up
harm.
a relationship or two.
Yeah.
I've been known
Like,
to fuck up a
thank you,
relationship.
bro. Fucking up my relationship. It was all good, man.
Look, man, you already got him on the first single.
Exactly.
So it's good,
My hard
B.
work is done.
It's done. Yo, so Oxnard drops the 16th. Tense, you just put the video out.
Tense, we put it out, put out the video. They said it's charting right now, right? We looking good. This is my first single that's been kind of moving, so appreciate the help, big homie.
Of course, man.
You know what I'm saying?
So sonically, let's talk about the sound. The sound of your music is it's very like I guess I would call it like modern classic. You know what I mean? It's very modern, but it's also very like quintessential R&B, funk, hip hop. Like you fused all of these sounds into one place very well. Is that how you see yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I just see myself as a musician first. You know, I'm just, I just got a lot to say, and I got a lot of dynamic and range with my music. And I think I work best when I work with a producer that can kind of like hone it in. And with this album, I worked, you know, hand in hand with Dre. And he was that dude I was like going back and forth with and kind of keeping it in the zone for this album. So yeah, I think I see myself that I can really mold myself in any kind of situation and however I'm feeling is for the next album.
Would you? Hearing you talk about using a producer, being a musician, somebody who plays instruments, right? You songwrite, you could do a lot of things yourself. Is it hard for you to get in with producers that want to produce you and put you into a certain place? Is that because I know some people that are creative have problems with that.
The thing is, like, some artists can do music and not be a part of the whole process, you know? They get there, they maybe do this right, and then they can let the producer do whatever they want and get the track back and it's done. I have to be a part of it from start to finish. Like, it's just naturally how I am with the production, and just even with little things, like I'm a drummer, and I just have like an ear for things that I want. So yeah, it can definitely be an issue. Like even with this album, like producers want to send in their stuff, and it's like I'm working with Dre, and Dre want to get his hands on stuff, or I want to get my hands on stuff. We want like all the parts. So it's like sometimes I want to take the drums out. I want to try different things like that. Not every producer's cool with that. They're like, don't touch my drums, don't touch my, you know, my production. It needs to stay as is, and then it don't work out all the time.
Got it.
Yeah, so yeah, sometimes it could be an issue, but usually when they work with me, I think a lot of producers trust, you know, that I'm a musician as well. I'm a producer. I'm not gonna mess up their stuff, and it's gonna be a dope song at the end of the day.
It was just last Wednesday, right? The event for Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Now, in LA, you were at that, right? Yeah, you and your band played for that too, right?
No, nah, that one it was Adam Blackstone.
Adam
and it was
Blackstone.
super dope. They put a beautiful band together for the whole night, so they were playing for like everybody.
And what was it like?
It was beautiful, man. It was kind of somber, but it was such a beautiful event too. You know, it was like outdoors. Everybody was out there. I got to see all the homies, you know, that I ain't seen in years. Earl came out. A lot of people that don't usually come out, they came out, played dope sets. They kept it moving. I got to meet his mom, his pops. It was
That's
beautiful.
dope.
It was super beautiful, man. I had a really good time.
How did you guys meet for the first time?
Twitter.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he just, right after the Compton project, he was like, yo, congrats on being on Dre's album. It must be crazy, man. I was like, yo, what? And I was like, damn, yeah, man, you know how it is. I was just trying to play it cool. He's like, nah, I don't know how it is, bro.
Not at all.
Dr. Dre's album, man. And I was like, what? Well, yeah. And then
no idea what that is.
I have no clue, fam. And I was like, yeah, I fuck with him. So we just kept chopping it up after that.
That's dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
His Rosenberg talks a lot about him as a musician, Mac Miller,
Yeah.
and how he was just so open to work
Mm-hmm.
with so many people. You guys actually got in on what's the record that they?
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the only record we ever made. Like, we've been in the studio a bunch of times, but I tell everybody, like, we made one record, and the rest of the times that we was just hanging out. We would just hit each other up. We meet each other when we bump into each other on tour. Or we just hang in the studio. I'll pull up to his crib and just kick it. And that was it. We just had a real bond and a real friendship. And we had plans on making a lot of more music. But it was more about the hang and just like having a friend.
What's so? You've had Malibu has been an album.
Mm-hmm. Venice, Malibu, and now Oxnard.
Why? What is? Why?
I mean,
why those names?
Yeah, like a lot of people were like, yo, you do so much stuff, like you were saying earlier. You do a lot of different styles and all these different things. So when I was putting the music together, I was like, all right, cool, we'll put it in locations so it can help people. It's like almost like putting locations to my musical personalities, you know? So Venice was like, had a feel, you know? We was like inspired by like, SoundCloud was just popping off at that point, and we was inspired by a lot of people like K Tronada and Taku and Toki Monster, all these different sounds that was going on within like the beat scene. That was that album. And then I was like, okay, Malibu gonna be like my soulful, more mature. I'm gonna hit them more chill. Cause we in Malibu now, we a little more mature now. We headed up the coast. And then I wasn't even thinking where we was gonna be at with Oxnard, you know. Like after Malibu, we toured for two and a half years straight. I got signed to Dre. I put out another album with my group No Worries. It was just a bunch of things going on, and now we're at Oxnard. It's like, dang, now we're trying to get back to like the foundational thing. Oxnard is all about trying to be the same man in a new car, you know what I'm saying? Got new tattoos. I got, famous friends coming. I got my own show. It's crazy, man.
Same
But also,
man.
but being grounded because
Being grounded. You gotta.
What's in
this
Oxnard, man?
What's in Oxnard?
I know there's an airport.
Airport, private airport, strawberries, produce, Mexican food, the beach. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds
what
great.
else? It's real chill. It kind of look like this. You know how it's like overcast, kind of rainy right now?
Oh, because the clouds move in and
Yeah,
out.
clouds is moving. What else is out there? That's about it, man. Your Topper's Pizza. Yeah, it's pretty. It's a pretty quiet town, but there's a lot of people moving out there now because it's like it's a little ducked off. You know, when people try to get away from the city, maybe like when people move to Jersey or something out
Right,
here.
right,
It's like
right,
it's
right.
maybe the equivalent of that, but it's definitely not as big as Jersey.
How far is it from LA?
It's about an hour.
About an hour.
Yeah, but it's a nice drive. You could take the PCH, take the one.
I did
just
that before.
See the beach, go through, Malibu, and just head up the coast.
So it's more north of Malibu?
Uh-huh. Set it up.
So
north.
it's
Venice-
farther.
One on
Venice
one north.
first, then Malibu, then Oxnard.
Didn't know that. The new album, November 16th.
November 16th.
Anderson .Paak.
On November 16th, are you going to call Dr. Dre and be like, yo, Dre, the album's out tonight. The party's going on.
I'm bringing Dre to Oxnard. I promise you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull. We're gonna have to pull up. We're gonna have a nice little
Wait,
occasion.
in the town.
That's lit.
He ain't gonna
Mark
drive
my
up Highway
words.
1. That helicopter gonna land or something.
We pulling up on the helipad. Exactly. It's gonna be lit. I'm loving it, man.
Oxnard, man. Anderson .Paak. Go get it.